Ever notice how some people stay completely calm while the world turns emotional overnight? No rush, no urgency, no dramatic declarations, just the same steady energy, like nothing externally changed. They are not cold, they are not detached, they just don't synchronize their emotions with the crowd. Their feelings don't spike on command, they don't outsource meaning to the calendar, they generate it internally. For them, love is not an event. It is a pattern, a rhythm repeated quietly, a behavior observed over time, not something switched on, not something scheduled. Psychologically, they lean toward emotional autonomy. They trust what they feel without amplification. They don't need symbolic reinforcement. If the bond is secure, it stands. If it needs proof, that already says something. They are often low in social conformity. When excitement spreads, they observe it. They ask what part feels authentic, what part feels expected. If expectation dominates, they step back. There is philosophical minimalism in them. They believe meaning loses value when mass-produced. If everyone is told to feel intensely at once, intensity feels diluted. They prefer depth discovered naturally, not assigned collectively. They are comfortable with emotional neutrality. No dramatic highs, no dramatic lows. Stability feels safe, and safety feels powerful, even if it looks boring to others. They measure love by continuity. Who shows up consistently? Who listens repeatedly? Who stays steady in conflict? Consistency impresses them more than symbolism ever could. Many of them have secure attachment patterns. They don't fear missing symbolic gestures. They don't interpret calm as neglect. They don't panic over comparison. Security reduces the need for spectacle, and spectacle feeds on insecurity. Some simply dislike performative affection. Public expression feels staged. Private expression feels real. They prefer a quiet moment over a public statement. Because intimacy feels sacred, not theatrical. There is also cognitive independence. They resist emotional contagion. When collective excitement rises, they remain centered. Their nervous system does not mirror the crowd. It regulates itself. They are not anti-romance. They are anti-pressure. When something feels compulsory, emotion contracts. Choice expands it. Freedom strengthens it. Philosophically, they see love as practice, not performance. As discipline, not display. As daily investment, not symbolic punctuation. They value emotional authenticity. If the gesture feels forced, they would rather skip it. Honesty matters more than optics. Even if it looks understated. Even if it looks unimpressive. Some grew up equating love with responsibility. Support during stress. Patience during conflict. Presence during difficulty. So external hype feels secondary. Reliability feels primary. They often process emotions internally first. They reflect before expressing. They analyze before reacting. Emotional reaction on cue feels unnatural. Depth requires digestion, not instant display. They also resist comparison culture. They don't scan what others receive. They don't benchmark affection. They don't calculate worth through visibility. Their validation is internal, and internal validation is quiet. There is strength in their restraint. They don't exaggerate emotion to prove sincerity. They trust steady behavior. They trust long-term evidence. Time is their proof, not temporary intensity. They understand that excitement fades quickly, but character remains. Grand moments dissolve. Patterns persist. So they invest in patterns, not peaks. Sometimes they appear indifferent, but indifference and stability are not the same. They simply don't dramatize feeling. Their calm is intentional. Their affection is measured. Their commitment is consistent. They are less driven by social approval. Applause does not motivate them. Observation does not pressure them. They do not perform for witnesses. Their relationship is private territory, not public property. Emotionally, they value equilibrium. High emotional spikes exhaust them. They prefer balanced energy, predictable warmth, sustainable closeness, calm intensity. There is also realism in their mindset. They recognize commercial influence easily. They separate emotion from marketing. When feelings feel packaged, they instinctively detach. Authenticity matters more than ritual. They often believe love should feel effortless, not orchestrated, not choreographed. If it needs a reminder, they question its depth. Their love language may be subtle. Acts of service, quality time, shared silence, problem solving, emotional availability. They don't require symbolic proof. They require dependable presence. They don't crave intensity bursts. They crave sustained effort. That steadiness feels safer, and safer feels stronger. Philosophically, they understand impermanence. Moments pass quickly. Attention shifts rapidly. Trends rotate endlessly. But character stays. Habits endure. They think long-term. How will this bond look in 10 years? Not how it looks in one highlighted moment. Longevity impresses them. Endurance moves them. Sustainability convinces them. There is quiet confidence in them. They are comfortable not participating. Comfortable being misunderstood. Comfortable appearing unenthusiastic. Because they know their intentions. And that is enough. They separate emotion from obligation. If affection is genuine, it flows naturally. If it is demanded, it loses warmth. Autonomy protects authenticity. Some of them are philosophical skeptics. They question collective rituals automatically. They ask what meaning truly belongs to them. If it feels inherited, they evaluate it carefully. Before adopting it, they do not reject love. They redefine it. They do not avoid affection. They internalize it. They do not resist connection. They simplify it. Their calm can feel mysterious. In a loud emotional atmosphere, quiet stands out. Restraint becomes noticeable. Neutrality becomes rare, and rarity often gets misread. But beneath that neutrality there is depth. There is loyalty. There is intentional care. There is steady presence. Unadvertised but unwavering. They may never dramatize emotion, but they rarely disappear. They stay consistent. Through routine. Through difficulty. Through time. In a world that amplifies everything, they choose proportion. In a culture that escalates feeling, they choose steadiness. In moments that demand spectacle, they choose sincerity. Their love is not louder. It is longer. Not brighter, but deeper. Not urgent, but enduring.